So do we have with us? We have Andy, we have Justin, and we have another one. Who is the last one?
That's Craig.
Craig?
Hello.
Hey, Craig, your name?
Yes, Craig.
Craig.
Yep.
Okay, nice to meet you all. Good morning. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your business. How does it work? What exactly you're trying to get? What will be the optimal solution for you?
So we're a sewer cleaning company, and we have drain cables that unclog drains. That's one division. And then we also have another division where we have truck mounted equipment that has vacuum units mounted on the trucks, and also high pressure water jets on the trucks. So any sort of pipelines that are clogged, we can clean pipelines, structures.
Okay, and who
do
is
some
your
pipeline
primary?
inspection.
Who is your primary clients?
A little bit of everybody. We go all from residential to commercial to industrial. You know, there's pipes in every building, every road, every parking lot. You know, they all have pipes and structures that deal with waste, and they all get clogged. So we work for everybody.
Okay, so it's mainly service. Now you have around 30 people. Those people are salary based?
No, it's all over the place. That's just kind of the total employee count. As far as people who would use this service, it may be around 15.
Okay, but the people that will use it are hourly based people, basically?
No, both. Five of the people are drain cleaners or commission based, and then the rest are hourly.
Okay, good. Okay, so and you do estimates, invoices, you collect payments and so forth, right?
Correct. Everything we do now is on handwritten work orders.
Okay, so that will be a complete different animal for you. Very easy to use. Okay, I promise you, easier even than from handwritten, and very easy to collect payments from your clients. Okay.
Okay.
So can we start diving in?
Yes.
So let's dive in. So as you can see here, this is our main platform. Again, I'm gonna try to focus more on the things that actually gonna benefit you the most. So number one, we have a clock-in system. So that means that your employees can come, they clock in and out. Let's say I'll check these dates. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong account. My apologies. Let me show you a service company account. Okay. Okay, so we have a clock in feature. People can clock in and out. I can check a specific time frame. Let's say I want from this day to that day to see how much my employee made. So it opens up like that. You can see where they clock in from, where they clock out from. They need to take a selfie of themselves, so nobody can clock in for someone else. It tells you how many hours they worked for that time frame and how much you need to pay them, and so on and so forth per employee. And then you can see your total employees, how much you need to pay them in total during that week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. And I can search as well per a specific member that I have for that time frame. If one of my employees is sick or I need to add or remove time from him, he forgot to clock in or out, I can always click and add time for him. He cannot do it himself. So far?
Yes.
Okay, so that's like very basic one thing. Another thing, we can chat with our people. They are in the field, wherever they are. I can just click here, chat with the guy. It's timestamp. He can chat back with me. You know, hands-free from the app. You can talk back and forth. I'm gonna jump soon to jobs and stuff like that. That actually, that's the point that actually matters to you, I guess. But there's few more things that matters as well. to get to any kind of function in the system, we have a thing called shortcuts. Shortcuts just help you to get quickly to customers or jobs or estimate. You just click here, estimates. I'm coming to my estimate page. I need invoices. I come here, I click invoices. I'm in the invoice page. Okay, so far?
Yes.
Okay, now if I want to create a quick estimate or invoice, that doesn't matter where I am in the system. Now I need to create a quick estimate for Joe Schmo. I don't even need to click nothing. I just come here to actions. Action is a one click to action. So for example, add a customer, add a lead, add the task, add an estimate, add an invoice, one-time invoice, recurring invoice. Anything you want is just a click of a button. If I want to add a customer, I click here. I can start fill out his information. I don't even need to click on customers, then add a customer. I can just click here, add whatever I need immediately. Now, let's say somebody calls me. Hey, my name is David. I have a problem with my sewer. Okay, what's your phone number or what's your name or whatever? You just type here, look for anything. You type here, David. I see David. I can click on that. It jumps to his account and I can see his address, all the notes about him, all the attachments, jobs that I did for him, all the plans, invoices, estimates, electronic documents, anything related to that customer, I have it stored under the customer name. You can have for each customer 1,000,000 addresses as well. I can add as many addresses as I want for a specific client. For example, if it's McDonald's, McDonald's can have a South branch, North branch, whatever. I can keep adding, give it a name to that location and keep adding. If that place have, let's say you do a factory sewer cleaning or some industrial, and there is a manager, his name is Jack, I can go to contacts and I can add a contact for that guy. For this business, I can add a contact named Jack, and the relation, for example, I can say is the factory manager or the production manager or whatever it is. So you don't just have the first and last name, you can actually have multiple contacts under the same account. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now another thing is, by default, you get your customers with a specific fields. So for example, you have his first name, last name, phone number, mobile, email, and company name. But if you want, you can add more columns. Like I can add maybe, commercial, residential, whatever, or I need insurance type or whatever kind of things that relate to you and you want to add a quick field. So you can come to customers and you can add fields to that customer. So I can click here, add a column. And for example, give me something that you want to check all the time if that customer have or doesn't have. You have something like that? Something that you fill out or something that's important to you. Do you have?
Nothing's coming to mind right off the bat. So.
Okay, so for example, let's say I want to add a text box just to show you how easy it is. And I want to call this one type of cleaning. So it's sewer or it's this or that. I want to know per customer what it is. I click save. So it's saved. Now if I click, when I create a new customer, I have this extra field, type of cleaning. We did sewer, whatever. So that's another part of my fields that I can add. So you see, it looks like it was always here. You can add as many columns as you want, and the look and feel will be like it was always there. So when you add customers, you have all the right things that you want to know about them. So, and then in the end of the day, when I click on my customers, I have this table here, and maybe I want to see that type of cleaning. So I can click here, type of cleaning, and now it will come here on my table. So just when I look at it, I see the customer name, his mobile, email, everything about him, and the type of cleaning is sewer, so I know he is a sewer client. Whatever, I'm just giving you an example that you can add as many rows and columns per customer, and you can create like any kind of table that you want and move it from side to side and do a lot of things, okay? Okay, now another cool thing. So now let's go to estimates and invoices. Okay, I guess that's you do a lot. Then we're gonna, one more thing, let's stay on customers for a second. If I have a customer, I can connect a phone system to my, I can buy a number costs $10 extra, and then I can call my customer. So for example, David, I want to call him, I click here, and I can start a call or text message him. Okay, for example, I have this client, I can click and I can just submit a message or call. If I have multiple numbers, I can call from multiple numbers. The benefit of that is, sorry, under that customer, under each customer, I have attachments and I have all the calls, call recording. So the call is getting recorded and all the calls are staying in the CRM. So in the future, when a customer tells you, no, I didn't order that, or he makes a dispute or whatever it is, you have the calls, you have all the call recording, you have the job performance, you have everything on him. So the dispute will never go through. Our goal is to protect our contractors. Make sense?
It does.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
just an idea. And we have a full phone system. You can basically, hello, you got to ABC. For sales, click 1, 2, 3. And then they click and it goes to different phone numbers. All that you can set up with our phone system. You can do anything you want. You can buy numbers. You put an area code, let's say 954. Search, you get a list of numbers you can choose from. And you can add a number for yourself or for your employees and stuff like that. Again, that's not our main goal. Let's move on. Estimates invoices. So as I told you, I can go here. I can click on estimates, or from here, I can create an estimate. So I come here, I create an estimate. Let's assume I created for Shlomo. I know he's here. I click. And now I can start adding my estimate. So right now I can start here, sewer or whatever the item, it have it in the inventory. When you click on it, it fills out the line item. And I can put a different quantity, 2, 3, and then it changes the total. And I can keep going like that. So that's like the long route to create an estimate. The easy way to create an estimate, you can create packages beforehand. And then instead of creating all this estimate, because I'm sure that in the sewer business, there is like a basic things you do. I come, I open the sewer, we take the snake, we do this, that, in total 5 grand, whatever it is in your industry. I'm just saying you can create that up front, and then you can come here to choose a package. And instead of typing one by one, you just click here, sewer kit. And then boom, the estimate is already ready for you with a click of a button. So you don't even need to think a lot.
Okay.
Oh, makes sense. And then you just change the quantity. Maybe it's 2 sewers, or maybe it's based on 1,000 square feet. So this is 2,000 square feet. So let's put 2 units of that, or whatever you do in your calculation. I'm just showing you like how easy it is to build a quote. So now let me show you. Let's assume I build this quote. I want to show you how it looks. So this is how your quote gonna look like with your brand. So you can put your brand here. So it's gonna be like sewer related, estimate, high quality sewer cleaning, or whatever you want. Contact us for details. Then the estimate itself, the estimate, we have variation, 40 different variations you can choose from, like the design, quality, the different colors you can choose. So this is how it looks like. Breakdown, subtotal. You can add terms and conditions. You can put a big list here, signature and date if you want, you can add. Everything is customizable. And then you can have another pages in the back, like for example, by the way, we offer sewer, this, that, a lot of different things. So maybe, yes, you call me for sewer, but actually I'm offering as well A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know? So for future reference, they know that we offer that kind of services. And now it looks more like a brochure and more like, you know, like insurance company, not like a handwritten sewer company. And you are a big company, so you need to look more like high-end. So by default, already you're getting this high-end kind of visibility. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, This quote, as I gave you now, is 53.60. It's expensive quote. Maybe the way you charge 50% down, 50% after you finish, or how do you work?
Not typically, no.
You charge all up front, or how does it work?
Just upon completion usually.
Upon completion, okay. So if you want to break down the payment, you can click here, payment schedule. If you don't need it, just keep it like that. Now, let's say I want to take another thing here in Estimate. We have a thing called follow-up. So we can activate an email follow-up. I start bothering you, my client, every 3 days, every 7 days. Hey, sir, I gave you an estimate 3 days ago. What's going on with the estimate? Then 5 days later, hey, just want to be on top of your list. What's going on with the estimate? And keep bothering the guy until he approves. At that point, it stops bothering him and it becomes an invoice. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, another thing, let's say I want to convert this to an invoice. So I just click this button. It became now an invoice. And now let's say I want to send it for my client to get paid. Okay. If I don't want to get paid, I can just click save and send. And I don't add the payment option. It's not going to ask for money. If I want to take money, I click here, add the payment option. I can integrate 3 different payment methods, Stripe, Authorize.net, or PayPal. And let's say Authorize.net, and then I want to get paid. So for example, here I click send email. Very simple. Hey, brother. And then here, if I go to my email as a client, I get an invoice here. I can click. It says, hello, Shlomo. Thank you very much for doing business with us. And then I can, number one, I can see the invoice here. So if I see for my record, I can open that and open this invoice and see what happens. So you can see invoice and the total amount. Okay. And on the other end, I can pay. So I can pay directly with my bank account. If I click on that, it will open bank account payment for 53.60. Okay. And we have a card payment. You can click on that and pay directly with his card, fill out his information. And if you like Craig so much that he did a good job for him, he can even add a tip for him, custom tip. Now it's 55. I'm going to give Craig $100 because he's a nice guy. I really like him. He worked very hard. Okay. So now it's going to be 56.20. Make sense?
Yeah. Is there a fee associated with using the credit card and ACH payment option, or is that included?
Okay, so this is included. I can give you a member. I can give you a contact to connect you with Authorize.net, or you can get your own from your bank account, Authorize.net or Stripe or PayPal or whatever. I would not recommend PayPal because PayPal is like for smaller amounts, like for smaller companies, not the charge like above $1,000. I would use Authorize.net. Authorize.net, just so you know, do you know Authorize.net first of all?
No.
Okay, Authorize.net is worldwide Visa. So just so you know, if I type Google and I type Authorize.net, okay, this is Wikipedia, right? So just so you know, Authorize.net, United States-based company, it's subsidiary of Visa. So basically you're dealing directly with Visa, all right? So any bank that's going to give you merchant services can offer you that because everybody work with Visa. Or I can offer you one guy that will open that for you, and he will open an account for you literally in 1 day. And you're going to have Authorize.net. Now, regardless, after you have the Authorize.net, ACH doesn't cost you money because it's a wire transfer. Okay? So that's a free service. But if somebody pay you with a credit card, there is a credit card fee. Doesn't matter who you work with, Square, Stripe, whatever, Authorize.net, PayPal. I don't care who you're going to use. In the end of the day, there is a thing called interchange, and there is a fee associated with credit card transaction, period. It doesn't matter who you work with. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so now we have a way that you're not going to pay $1 for that fee. Do you want to know how I'm going to do that for you?
Yes. Can you say it again, please?
Okay. Now there is a way, let's say now the deal is 53.60, right?
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna make sure that the credit card company, let's say they charge 3%. I'm gonna make sure you're not gonna lose this 3% from your pocket. Okay?
Okay.
And how do I do that, you ask? Very good question. I'm asking, answering everything. So basically, on the setting page, we have here business profile, and there is a thing called convenience fee. So in our system, we have an option to add a convenience fee, let's say of 3%. So if the customer doesn't want to pay from his bank account like this, and then he's gonna pay the 53.60, okay. If he wants to pay with a credit card, so there is a convenience fee. The convenience fee is 3%. So now he's gonna pay instead of 53.60, 56.20. That's his problem. Because not 56, I gave you $100 tip. So it's gonna be 55.60.
Okay.
So you're gonna pay $160 more. And actually now everybody do that. Like even if you call the power company or whatever, you tell them, hey, I want to make a payment. You have like automatic system. Do you want to pay with your bank? Do you want to send us a check? Or do you want to add a convenience fee and we're gonna send you to our third party vendor, Click3. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So again, I don't want you to lose money. If you want, you can activate the credit card. You're still gonna get all your money like you should have. And they're gonna pay that fee if they want that convenience. If you don't want, pay with a check, pay whatever, send me a check. Give me, bank account information. Any other way, fine, okay?
Okay.
So I explain you how estimate you can create in a second by just adding a package. You just create it once, few packages, and you just use them and you create literally in seconds the most beautiful estimate. Invoices, you can get paid with a card or bank. That's basically all related to payments, estimates, invoices. Do you order products from like Home Depot or stuff like that? There is products you order or like is it like service only, like you come with your
It's-
tools?
Yeah, it's really only service, so we don't really have many materials that we use.
Okay, got it. Now let's say, I guess from this point, let me show you another cool thing, and then I'm gonna jump to jobs, how you actually do jobs in the field.
Okay.
Or let's start with jobs and go backwards, whatever. Let's start with jobs, okay? Okay, let's start with jobs because you do jobs. So let me help you with that, show you how that works. You tell me if you like it. And then if you have any questions, I'll explain. Okay, so I'll do it. Now you have service calls as well, or it's just invoice based?
What's the difference? Explain the difference, please.
I will. Let me 1 second. Let me just see if this is gonna work. Okay, the difference is, so I'm a client, you come do an estimate for me to open my sewer, whatever it is, 5 grand, fine. Some companies or whatever, they call you, they're already working with you for a long time. Again, my sewer is stuck. Can you come help me out? Yeah, of course, I'm charging 120 an hour or whatever it is. That's called a service call. Or all the deals are like, let me create an invoice for you. And then based on that, I'm working. It doesn't matter really how many hours or whatever it is. That's my question.
I suppose a little bit of both.
So you do service calls as well based on hourly rate.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Because you can do it in different ways. 1 second, I'm trying to, that you will see my phone. Because I want you to feel like how the technician feels. Okay, I think now it's gonna work. Okay, so I have an app. It's called CRM Runner right here. You click on that. I'll show you how it looks. So we click here, and this is the look and feel of your employees. They want to clock in the morning, whatever, they click here, clock in. They say hello. They click clock in. Okay, now at this point on my system, if I click on the clock in part, I can see where they are, that they just clocked in and and the address and everything. Another thing, by the way, that I forgot to show you is a map option. We have a map option that you can see where your employees are. So if I want to see where I am, I can put my name. It will show me on the map. I can zoom into my employee to see where he is. And I can even look in satellite view and actually see where he's working right now.
Okay.
If he's driving, you're gonna see like Uber, you're gonna see him driving here. Okay, now if you have multiple jobs, you have sometimes multiple jobs a day.
Every day.
Okay, so if you click here on job, you're gonna see these pinpoints. So for example, this is another cool feature. I don't know if you need it, but you see this green pinpoint, that means that there is a job that is assigned to someone. But basically I can create a job that is not assigned to anyone. And I'm gonna have 3 jobs here that are not assigned and another 3 pinpoints red here that are not assigned. And I can just click on them and assign them. So I assign these 3 jobs to Craig, these 3 jobs to Joe. So Joe doesn't need to drive from here to there. It helps you to navigate the route and just cut a lot of hours of the day for your employees, gas, fuel, travel time. Okay, because you see them on the map where the jobs are and you just assign the person that like on the closest route to that point. Is that making sense?
Yeah, that's useful.
Okay. So that's another thing I want to show you. Now let's jump to jobs. So let's say I have a job. I create a new job. And the title of the job is clean sewer. Is that okay if I call it like that, the job?
Sure. Yep.
So this is a PO kind of name. And then I can put here the customer name. So I put the name already, the address it will show. Then the description. Give me a description of clean sewer. What do you do basically?
Cable main sewer.
Cable manning.
Yep. MAIN.
Okay. Any special requirements I need for that job?
Put 1065.
1065. Okay. Then when do we do the job? Let's say tomorrow. What time? 8 a.m. Is that kind of job is like a quick job or it's a all day job or it's like can take multiple days or what is that?
It's a quick service call. So probably an hour on site average.
Okay. So let's say I'm going to finish by up to 10 o'clock. And then arrival window, you can say 1 hour window. So that means that the client gonna get a message. We're gonna be there tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Okay. Now, how do you want to charge the client? We can base it on an existing invoice. So based on his name, David, maybe we already created an invoice and I can choose one of the invoices here, or I can create an invoice as I go. So I can click here, create an invoice based on an hourly or a fixed price or whatever. So let's say hourly, and I want to charge, how much do you charge hourly for a service call?
Say 130.
Okay. Do you charge anything for a trip charge?
Not typically, sometimes if they're far away, but usually no.
Okay, so let's keep it empty. Now you have different services. So let's say, again, maybe it's not applicable to you, maybe it is. So explain me something in your business. Let's say you have sewer cleaning. Give me like another service you do. Sewer cleaning, and what's another one?
Use CCTV. We use CCTVs to televise pipelines. So
Okay, got you. So CCTV is like everybody can do CCTV and everybody can do everything, or there is some people that can do this more specific niche?
No, it's yeah, certain techs and certain pieces of equipment do that, so it's not everybody.
Exactly. So what I want to show you here is, let's say I want to do a CCTV work. Okay, in this case, so this is the people that can do the CCTV work. If I want to do this work, you see, I have only one guy that can do this work because he's the only one with a snake, whatever. So that helps the office people to like, they don't need to remember who have a snake, who have the CCTV cable or whatever. I just click on the service and I know who can do it. Make sense?
It does.
Okay, just trying to explain like what's the benefit of like assigning people.
Mhm.
So let's assume I assign this guy and let's just move forward. If you want to notify with SMS the client or the technician, you can click here and you can click save. And after CT is required. Okay, let me just change this customer to a different customer. I have myself as 3 times here. Okay, this is another cool thing that I want to show you. If the customer, let's say this David, have multiple addresses, you're gonna be able to choose another address. You can vacation house, maybe you have a lot of houses, you're gonna be able to choose here and it will change the map and change the routing. So after
Is there-
that, huh?
Is there a limit to how many
Addresses?
secondary addresses that can be added?
Unlimited.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So then I can click save here and basically I'm done. Now, the moment I did that, I'm getting a message as a technician. I come to my app. I open my app. I can see, let me show you. Okay, I click on jobs. Again, this is our demo version. So I click on jobs here on the right side here. I click jobs. I can see there is a new job, clean a sewer. I can just click anywhere. It opens the job for me. This is me as a technician, okay? I see clean a sewer. The client is David. The description, cable maining sewer, requirement 1065. Now, if I click here on my way, that means I'm on my way to the client. The client will get the message. We are on the way to your location. We will be there shortly. If I click here reached, it means like it's gonna send a message to the client. Hey, we are outside your door. We getting ready to get in. Okay, whatever. If I click on this phone number, it will open the phone number and I can call the client immediately from my phone, from my app. If I click here job location, it will open all the different GPS navigation tools that I have in my phone, Waze, Google, whatever you install on your phone. And let's say I click Waze, so it will route me to that client. Waze will take the address.
All set, let's go.
All set, let's go. And then I can click go and I start driving to the client if I need. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now let's move on. Let's say I start the job. So I click start my time. Now I came to the house. I want to work. I click start time. Okay, now as you can see, my timer is ticking. So I put the phone in my pocket. I go, I install my cable, I do my sewer, blah, blah, blah. It took me time. In the end of the day, I finished after 1 hour. If it takes more than a day, I can click here pause and then come tomorrow and do start again. Start, pause, if it's a long job. If like you say, it's a 1 hour job, I come, I do start, and then when I finish, I click completed. So I click completed. Then the system asks you, hey, wait, before we finish, did you have any extra cost that we need to know about? Like, did you go to Home Depot? Did you bought some pipe? Did you bought conduit? Is there anything I need to know about this job that you purchased before we finish this job?
We're all set.
Because again, you're doing like, you made $130 on this job. If the guy bought something in $50, so now your profit is not 130 anymore, it's 70, whatever. So we need to know about these expenses. If you didn't have that, fine, we can skip that. If you have, you can put it here, put the cost and add a picture of the receipt. Let's say you don't have that generally, just showing you that it's possible to do that. So then the invoice is getting created automatically. This is the invoice. Total amount is $130. And that's kind of an invoice. Then if I want to take payment, I can click. If I'm okay with that, I click submit. If I want to add more line items, maybe there is more things I did, I can add more line items and make it bigger invoice. And then I can click submit here. So it's big button, submit. Then the client can sign with his finger like so. You can put some notes, 1065 deployed. Again, I don't know what I'm writing exactly. If you finish the job, it means that the progress is 100% completed. If you pause the job, it will let you to set the progress. So me as the manager, I know from the job how many percent is already completed and you know how much more to expect. Then I can take pictures, so I can come with my phone. I can use the camera. I take a picture of the sewer or whatever it is. I can take as many pictures as I want from the field. I can give it a name. So for example, front sewer, and I save that. Then if I want to charge the client in the field, I can take the payment in the field. I can say, okay, cash, and I take cash or credit card or whatever it is. And then on the back end, if I want to see, so that's a job, the job is done. Now on the back end, I have this invoice for 130. I can look at the report, what happened. So I can see that Joe Schmo did this job. Here is the signature. Here is the picture or pictures that he took. I can see all the pictures. I can see all the travel time, when he started, when he finished, until he completed the job, everything on my way, when he reached, all with timestamps and dates. If I need to see the invoice that was created and paid, I can look at the invoice. If I want to download the report from my documentation, I can have that as well. So I can have this kind of report created automatically. And if there was any extra expenses, I would see it here as well. So I can see my real profit and loss. That's kind of the basic of job. Okay. Is that making sense so far?
Yeah, quick question. If the tech doesn't click start job, are we able to do that from the office? Can we start jobs from our desktop?
Do you want to start the job for him?
Well, what if he were to say go on a service call and he were to forget to start the job? What would happen then?
If he forget to start the job, I guess you can start and finish the job and just attach your pictures to it, or just start and finish the job and that's it. You can do it, I guess, as admin, but it's better that he does it because then he can take pictures and get the signature from the client in the field, right?
Right.
So yeah, they just need to get used to it. After they do it once, twice, trust me, they and again, these people are field people. I guess they have big fingers. I'm saying that because, you know, I'm coming from the service business. So as you can see, all the buttons are very, very big and everything is kind of simple. You see, the button is in the size of, doesn't matter what finger you have, you click, it's okay. And you can just click, and that's it. Click, start the job, finish, that's it. It's 3 buttons, you know? So
as far as invoices go, our accounting software is Peachtree. Is this program compatible with Peachtree?
honestly, we are kind of an ERP. We do everything ourselves. Like you don't really need anything else. You can do all the invoice, taxes, everything here in the report, but we don't integrate with Peachtree. We integrate with QuickBooks all the way. And we can integrate. And now basically coming up is Sage. We don't have Peachtree as integration, but you can always download the invoices and.
So Sage is the same thing basically. So you guys are integrated with Sage?
Yeah. So now coming up, we're actually finalizing Sage. I never heard about Peachtree, so I don't know that Sage is Peachtree. So Sage, if that's Peachtree for you, that's gonna be done. Because right now, if you go here, you can see that we have full QuickBooks integration. You click, how to set up, you set up everything, you're done. So you're gonna have the same thing to Sage, and it's actually really coming up around the corner. So few more days, I believe that's gonna be done as well. So that's
okay. So it's a matter of days then?
Yeah, something like that, around 2 weeks or something.
Okay.
So, and in the meantime, you can work, and when it's gonna work, you can just click a button and it's all gonna synchronize both ways. But the cool part, I'll tell you, Justin, is after you integrate, it's gonna work, it will synchronize in real time. So if you create an invoice in Peachtree, it's gonna come to us. You create an invoice here, it will go there, you know, so you don't need to worry, oh, let me create it again in Peachtree or something. Everything will sync. All the customers will move automatically. Even though right now I can move all your customers into my system without integrating, but in the future reference, we're gonna do it more nicely and everything will synchronize the right way.
Okay.
Okay? So you have any question until here?
No, not yet.
Okay, can I show you now a few cool things that I want to show you?
Yes.
Okay. If I go to Google, do you have Google My Business account?
Oh, maybe
Give me your company name for a second.
commercial sewer cleaning.
That's very SEO friendly domain name. Which one is that? In what city is that?
None of those. Maybe Indianapolis. That's it. The second one down.
Okay, so this is your Google, right? And you see you have 19 reviews, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we have a way to make it hundreds of reviews and all of them 5 stars.
Okay.
So again, CRM, the goal is to take care of our clients and make sure that you ramping up and getting more and more clients, like you doing a good retention and you increasing your reviews online. So how do we do that in general, right?
Right.
After you finish a job, you have an option to send a review. Okay, so I can, oh, somebody is joining us. 1 second. I wanted to see, I guess it's Craig. Craig, we lost you. Okay, so we have a send a review only when the job is completed. If the job is not completed, there is no send a review. So send review meaning we finish with the client, we want to get the review. So I click here, send a review. Okay, and then the review was sent, but actually I don't know. Let me send this review. Okay, what happens at this point? The clients get something like this, review us, okay, with your company name. So he opens that and it says, hello, customer name. Few moments of your time will mean the world to us. Please share your experience with our company. So he clicks on the review and basically it asks him, we want to get your feedback, how likely it is you would recommend us to your friend or family member. If he clicks 1, okay, to 7, it means like he's not that likely going to recommend you. So it's going to open a comment box. And then he can say, oh, I don't like Craig, he didn't do a good job. Or I didn't like Joe, he screwed up all my sewer. I will never get these guys again. And click submit. The only one that will see that is going to be me as the admin. But if you're going to put here 10, for example, then it will take him automatically to Google. And I can make it that already it's going to start like this with 5 stars. And the only thing that is left is just to leave a review. Oh, I'm so happy because I know that it put 10. So for sure, the review going to be good. It's not like he's going to come here and put 1 after he gave me a 10-star review. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So that's how we actually pushing all the customers to give you good review. If they're not happy, they're going to put 1 and then the review will stay here. So basically we have a menu, we have a survey, and then we have the reviews. If the person gave you a 10-star review from a job, you just see good job, you got a 10-star review from this customer. If you get a 1-star review or 3-star review, so you see the customer actually type something. I'm not happy, this company is crap, whatever. So you know that this customer, I send Joe Schmo to this client. Joe, I see Joe is always doing a shitty job because always he's getting 1-star review. Maybe Joe is not that good, number 1. Maybe I need to talk to Joe. But if you see a lot of 10 stars, so you know that your customers are happy with the other event technician and stuff like that.
Good.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, so again, you can do a lot of marketing tools here. We have like booking option. So you can, let me see your website for a second. You don't have a website, you know that, right?
We do. It's just, that's an incorrect domain name.
Okay, so you need to fix that because eventually Google will take down this button. It will
Yep.
just leave these 3 buttons. So try to fix that for your sake. But either way, what I'm trying to say is, let's say your company is commercial sewer cleaning. So you can type it here, and then you can put like your custom hours of operation. Okay, and then you put the services that you offer, sewer cleaning, this, that, whatever. And then you can click save. Then you can do preview. You can put this on your website with your logo color. Let's say it's blue or whatever. You can choose any color you want. And then people come to your website. They can choose a date and time when they need that service. They choose the service they need. They fill out their information. And that's automatically already creating a new lead for you. It puts it on your calendar. You can convert it to a job and stuff like that. So you can have all this automation. So again, if you have a website, you can just take this short code and just plug it to your website. And from that moment, your website, the contact us page, now connects directly to your CRM. Everything is automated. Make sense?
Yeah. Can we adjust those fields on the
Everything,
right there for their contact?
yeah,
Okay,
everything
yep,
is
there it is.
adjustable.
Right.
And all these services are adjustable. You decide what service is gonna be here. Again, when you're gonna sign up with us, I'm gonna put a customer success manager on you. So he can help you to custom everything and help you with the first settings and get you up and running. You know, when you are doing your free trial, I want you to enjoy and really get the benefit and understand the power of the system so you can really stay with us for the long haul.
Okay.
Okay, so that's basically it. That then we have like packages. You can create packages as well. Packages like you can create, like we offer a full sewer cleaning that includes A, B, C, D, E, F, G for $3 grand. Order now. And then basically that's a little bit more complex. Like here you can actually put that as well on your website, this code. And then you have like these 3 packages or 6 packages or whatever. And this is a little bit more robust because here they can order, they can actually fill out all their information, and then they actually pay 50% down. It's already doing the job for you. It's already doing the calendar for you, creating a customer for you, taking the payment, issuing the invoice. The only thing you need to do is just go to job and assign it to Craig. That's it. And you are done. You already got the money. Everything is done.
Okay.
So we have this kind of automation as well. On the calendar side, you have this kind of calendar. So you can have it on a weekly view, on a daily view, on a list view, or you can do job schedule. So you can see it like a per technician, kind of what you have for the day. So it's like all together, you can see all the technicians in one shot with their jobs assigned to them. So we have different views for anything that you want. And again, customization wise, you can do any kind of customization. So you can add forms, or you can add, like, you can add forms and add the forms to a job. So if you want like to do a job and then forms open up and then you need to go through a checklist, we can do that. If you want to go through a checklist and then like some type of electronic signatures, sorry. If you want to go form logs, so you can go here and actually you can create a form, and then you can basically add different fields that part of them can be like a signature or attachments or stuff like that. So beside like the main thing that you saw, you can create a form that people can extra sign, or the technician signs, or you want to take more pictures, or different kind of combination of forms you can add. And another thing you can do, we have a thing called planning. Like you have a plan room. So if you have do you do estimates? You send someone to do an estimate on the job sometimes?
Yes.
Okay, so you can go take pictures of a job. So for example, I type here Justin plan. Okay, and you work with drawings as well, or not really?
Sometimes.
Okay, So let's say this is the client and the plan, let's say sewer sketch. So whatever, I can upload a sketch to a job. So for example, if I have a blueprint of sewer cleaning. Again, let's see what that what that will give me with my weird writing. Okay, let's assume something like that, okay? Or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just trying to show you like a concept. Yeah, that's not helping me. I'm trying to find the picture. This is a book. Okay, so let's say this is my sketch, doesn't matter, or this is my sketch, save image, whatever. So I can come to Justin plan, add this. So I start building the plan. I call this sewer plan 1. And I can start actually creating like, this is like a drafting software that is our software as well. So I can put here sketch, whatever, disregard. So it uploads the picture that I download. I guess I download the very shitty quality one. So I can come and I can draw like things. You know, I want here to do that. Basically, you can add like snake or different type of pictures and actually drag and drop. Like if you want to put something somewhere, like here, I want to do that. Or you want to put some text. Let's say I want to write here in black, 1065, use here. And then I'm gonna mark that this point. Again, I can put any color I want, whatever. So either way, I can use that kind of drawing and I can save this image and I can add more and more images, maybe of the house itself, the building, different sketches that I upload. And eventually when I do a job, when I create a new job, I can, so now if I choose here the customer name that I did this job for, I can attach a plan. So I can say, okay, Justin plan. So now this Justin plan of all the different sketches on all the pages that I created, the guy comes to the job, Craig, for example, he sees, okay, now I understand what I need to do. Let me go there and start doing that. Instead of you start explaining over the phone, hey, take the snake. Do you see the sewer? It's on the left side of the whatever. He can see everything already marked, just saving time going forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah. So again, there is a lot of more tools. I'm not sure really what you need. That's something we can more drill into it when we start working together. And then you have reports. You can do any kind of reporting. But yeah, we have inventory. We have phone system. We have everything under the sun. Basically, the system does everything besides making coffee to you in the morning.
So we do a lot of services that are on a preventative maintenance program. So we'll clean a sewer, say we'll do it quarterly, every 90 days. Is there a way to set that up in here just to have recurring services and for it to kind of populate every set amount of days?
Very good question. And the answer is yes.
All right.
All right. So let me show you how that works. So just to show you real quick. So I'll give you an example in a different world. Let's say a cleaning company that cleans your house and they clean it once a week. Every Friday, they come and clean your house, okay? So that's kind of the same concept that they come or bi-weekly or 2 times a week or whatever it is. And that repeats and recreates itself every week because it's the same repeating task. When you create a job like that, basically it creates a folder. Okay, so you see here twice weekly, every quarter, daily, right? So this is kind of thing that if you're gonna put the job under that kind of category, that job will be created. So now let me show you how it's actually gonna work. So basically, if I go to customization and I have a thing called job category. So the way it works is like this. I create a new job category and I call this job, give me a job that's gonna repeat every sometime.
Community South Hospital.
Okay. Cool. But what kind of job is that? That's a sewer cleaning every
Um,
quarter kind of deal?
Grease trap cleaning.
Okay, so let's call it grease. I knew I wrote it wrong. Okay, grease. I'm sure it's not correct as well. Never mind.
That's fine.
Grease cleaning. And how do we do it? Weekly, monthly, quarterly, what?
The first Tuesday of every month.
Oh, you're going now more in depth, more
Right.
customized. Okay, okay, I like it. So, okay, grease cleaning monthly, okay? Now, or you can call it grease weekly, Wednesday, monthly. Okay, now select duration. That's gonna be recurring, right? It's not a one-time deal. Okay, now how it's gonna recur? We're gonna do it custom, right? So if you want Wednesday on every month, it cannot be monthly because the month is changing. Because Wednesday on the 1st of this month, not gonna be Wednesday. It's not gonna, the 1st of next month, not gonna be Wednesday.
Right.
So you need to choose custom. And then it's gonna ask you, okay, how do you want to repeat that? Every 4 weeks on Wednesday. That's how you do it. And then you click save. Is that making sense so far, what I'm showing you here?
Yes.
Okay, so you do save. Then basically what will happen, you go to job. And when I create a job that I know that's gonna repeat on Wednesday, blah, blah, like you told me, I need on the job category section, I click here and I click grease cleaning Wednesday monthly. So that job that they're gonna create now, gonna repeat itself every 4 weeks on Wednesday. Does that make sense?
It does.
That's basically what you asked me, and that's how you deal with that, basically.
Okay, good.
You have any other question? Ask me, I'll show it to you in live.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So I'm happy I answer everything you have. So you don't have any question for me whatsoever.
Not right now, no.
What do you think about what I showed you so far? Is that answering all your needs kind of deal?
Yeah, it does. Just like to give it a shot, with the demo, because this is completely different than what we're doing now with all the handwritten work orders and tickets and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. Please try it for free for 14 days. Put your team on that. Start assigning that. I promise you, you will never leave. Like it's gonna be so easy that you're gonna be stuck.
All right.
Does Andy or Craig, guys, do you have any question for me? Anything I can answer you?
No, I think I got it all.
Okay, so everything clear? You don't have any questions? Good. Okay, so guys, and beside that, just one last thing, guys. We have when you go to the dashboard, when you're gonna try the free trial, you have a dashboard and you have here a thing called video tutorials, right? So you can click here and basically it's videos that explain you everything we talked about kind of deal. A lot of things will be missing, but it will give you kind of the good understanding how to start. So we like visual, so you can just play and understand some section, pause it, try it yourself, play, pause, try it yourself. That's how you're gonna learn the fastest. Every kind of other things you want to know, you can click here on settings. We have a support page. You can just type your question here, anything you need. You search, you're gonna find it in all our answers here. And you can always chat with us and start a conversation with us. And we're gonna always jump in to help you or call us. So we are always there to help you in any kind of scenario. And you can search from our tutorials, from our blogs, chat with us, anything you need to actually make it happen and make it work for you in the best way possible. Guys, pleasure. Thank you very much. Talk to you Friday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
And I
Doc.
love your beard, Craig.
Awesome.
All right, thanks.